Hi everyone, my name is Crystal Salinas and I will be briefly sharing with you my teaching portfolio. I have a quote on here. It says intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education, and that was said by Martin Luther King Jr. I went ahead and put my resume on this first page. The first thing is my beliefs and goals. So as a new K through 6 educator, I want to create an open and safe environment for my students and their families, where they have the freedom to learn and grow mentally, socially, and emotionally, and also can explore their identities, opinions, and beliefs. I believe education should be accessible to all, and it can be achieved under the right conditions. Each student represents a different culture, and they possess different skills, talents, and learning styles. I want to motivate and encourage my students to use these skills and talents to reach their goals, and I hope to inspire a curiosity for learning. My goal is to be a caring, respected, and positive role model to impact the lives of each student, to show them that they have the power to change their future. So I went ahead and did my contact information, things like education, skills, professional experience, and certifications, both of which are pending right now. I should be getting them next semester. And I went ahead and did awards and hobbies and interests. Then I have my teaching philosophy. I went ahead and broke it down. First thing was classroom environment. Second is differentiation and diversity. Then I have communication and collaboration, curriculum, assessment, and then goals as a teacher. So in the classroom environment, I went ahead and just kind of mentioned again, I want it to be open, I want it to be safe. I want them to feel comfortable. They want them to build respectful relationships with each other. As far as separation and diversity, as mentioned, students have different skills, different talents, different learning styles, and I want to be able to learn these for each of the students and then support them with the things that they need. Communication and collaboration, I want to set high and achievable expectations for students. I want this to be communicated to them as soon as they get into the classroom. And I also want to create a relationship with their families, parents, guardians, and I want them to be able to come and talk to me, and I want to be able to talk to them openly and freely, and make that a respectable relationship as well. As far as curriculum, I want it to be experience-centered. Assessments are going to be a couple of things like essays, multiple choice, true or false, but I also want them to and have their assessments based off of discussions, presentations, activities, student interactions, things that things where they can be hands-on. And then goals as a teacher, as I mentioned, I want to impact the lives of my students. I will be flexible, cooperative, I'm open-minded, persistent, and encouraging, and I will be cooperative with other teachers, especially being a new teacher. I want to be able to learn as much as I can from them. Here are a couple of lesson plan examples. I went ahead and did one on science, diversity, and then mathematics. The science and mathematic ones are 5E lesson plans, and they are at the bottom. They're right there attached. And then I went ahead and put the titles on the grades that I did these for. The one in the middle is not a 5E plan, but it's just an activity to do with your students and get them talking about socioeconomic diversity. Under classroom management, as soon as I get there. Okay, for classroom management, I went ahead and did classroom rules. So these will be discussed at the beginning of each school year, and the class will read them out loud each Monday to create a positive mindset for that week. Rules will also be displayed on the classroom, and they'll be referred to when necessary. I have behavior management and consequences. I'm going to go ahead and do a color chart, the one that's similar to this one. And each student will have a clothespin with their name on it, and they'll all start on the green ready to learn section each day. And they can either go up for positive behaviors or go down for negative behaviors. Here we go, sorry. And then on the bottom, so each week, these will be sent out to parents for their signature. And so it just shows them their students' behavior, their child's behavior each day and how they did that week. And if a student is able to stay on the top half of the spectrum for a week, they will get a chance to go to the prize box. And then as far as consequences, so if they do they start at green, like I said. So the first is going to be a reminder, which is just a warning, and they are going to be asked to think about what they're doing. And then if they continue to be showing negative behaviors, they are going to go to orange. So this is going to be a loss of part or all of their recess time or another reward that may be available at the time. And then red is going to be a note or call to home, which would be their last and third consequence. Here is something that I want to display to, for students to stay on task. It's going to have their objectives, vocabulary, and then an agenda. This is just so students can be aware of their tasks and their goals, either for the day or the week. And also to control volume levels, I wanted to do a noisometer chart. This too would have like a clothespin or an arrow or something, just showing which level of volume I'm expecting from them dependent on the assignment that is given to them. And last is hand signals. So these will be, I will expect students to use these throughout the day, whether it be during teaching or learning activities, just to minimize disruptions. And that way I can understand what they're trying to tell me without them actually having to say something. Last is going to be on this last one. So this is just other information that I have. I went ahead and did an about the teacher that would be sent out to parents the first day of class. And another thing I had on here was activities. So these are more like diversity activities or icebreakers. The one on the left was one of the ones that I liked from this website at the bottom. They also had more of these diversity activities. So this is just something to get students to learn about each other. And they are going to just ask what each other have in common with, or what they have in common with each other. And they're just going to get to know each other. So they're going to figure out what they have in common, what they don't have in common. So it's not necessarily a bad thing not to have something in common with each other, but they're just going to get to know each other and see that each of them are different. And then on this PDF file, there are also diversity activities that were really, really interesting that you can go through, and they have different focuses. If you look at the goals, so this is for like stereotypes, there was stuff for socioeconomic as well, different for social skills, unequal resources. So this was really cool, had some really cool activities on there. So that is the, that's what I had for my teaching portfolio. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this, and thank you.